Oh, how do you embrace change? How do you give recognition that there has been change in me? There has been change in the places I'm going. There has been change in the places I may return to, but I don't return the same because I may change where I've been. That is a great thing. Do you know how to celebrate them changes? Do you celebrate them changes? You're going to have to. You're going to have to. Because the celebration of change is what makes the universe and those around you realize that there has been significant change. Not the change that allow you to fall short and stay under those who have come to make change, because every time there's change in our system, every time there's change in our environment, every time there's change in our school, we have to change with it. You cannot continue to do the old things that you used to do. So you are not lost, you are not slow, you just don't know the change. And once the change become evident to you, it is evident that something happened. This is evidence, besides evident, but evidence that there's change and that I must do something so that I do not fall short of what has changed, because I don't know what changed. It doesn't make you crazy. It doesn't make you look like you don't know how to move from one place to another. You just have to learn what the change is. If it is going to change your surroundings, if it's going to change what you want to accomplish as you go through your own personal change. And when I say personal, it is things that are within ourselves that we have to develop to continue to know that I need to go towards a different avenue if I want to open a business, if I want a new relationship, if I want a new apartment, if I want a new car, if I want my old car, if I want my old apartment, if I want my old business. We go through changes. A lot of people think just because they close a business or a business closed that they cannot use the name that they used before. You can, but you may have to make change to that name. But it doesn't mean that you cannot conquer, you cannot go forward, you cannot make reality to the things that are around you, to the changes that are around you. So you continue to grow and to celebrate in that change. And why do we celebrate? Why? Why would you celebrate? Because we often don't have to celebrate with people around us. We can celebrate alone because change is being made. There are things that happen around me, and because it happened, because I paid attention, because I was able to utilize what I seen, knowing that there was change, it was time for me to move on. Let me go and celebrate, because that's the inner me, knowing that there has been change. I may use individuals to do it, I may do it by myself, but take note that change is important, celebration is important, because when we celebrate, we're letting the universe know that, guess what, I enjoyed what was given to me. I enjoyed the message that was given to me. And the universe will align in energy with everything that you bring forth out of yourself into the universe. So you under why or understand, don't underline just only, but understand why you have to continue to go forward. And when the universe give you that energy, you begin doing things in multiple businesses, multiple schools. People go to this school, you may go to that school, you may go to another school after that. Besides doing that, you may open a job, and you may not just start a new business, but you may go to school. Those are the things that the universe allow you to recognize when you see change. Why I say the universe? Because everything happens in the universe. There cannot be change. Just like this park. This park was something totally different, but they made it a park. It's a dog park now. It's a place where dogs go and enjoy. There was change in the universe. It's not underground. It's not unseen. It's not hidden. It is out in the universe where everybody can see it. And there's no hidden factors to what it can do for those in the community. And that's what you do when you celebrate change. You're showing what I am capable of doing in my community. Whether it is buying a new building, buying an old building, whether it is developing a new park, developing a new idea. Everything starts on an idea. When you start to go and learn and go and dig deeper into the things that can be accomplished throughout the universe, and then you'll take it not just in your known area, but you'll take it even further. And when I say further, you'll take it to a place that nobody knows. You can go overseas with it. You can go beyond, because the celebration is the inner you letting you know that I am capable. I've done it. You can celebrate with people. You can celebrate by yourself. But the first celebration that you're going to do is by yourself, because you're going to give yourself recognition. Wow, I did it. I made that change. I've done it. They told me I could not do it. They told me I could not do it alone. But you've done it. You're making things happen. You're moving in the right direction. You are not being stumbled or stopped by the things that you see that are being changed in what? In the universe. So as changes go on, you begin to realize that guess what? I can make change, because you have to make change, because how are you going to stay the same? How's that possible? There's a new regulation at your job. Before, you can go to the bathroom in the front. Now you have to go to the bathroom in the back. If you continue to go to the bathroom in the front, then you have not learned change. So it is so important that you learn change, develop change, and take that change and that knowledge and that recognition that I have to make change and I have to go towards the back now, not the front. And it is a change within the universe that people make changes. There's a reason why you have to change from one place to another. Maybe they got a bigger office. Maybe somebody's turning that bathroom into something else. Maybe the bathroom is being rebuilt and you have to use the one in the back before you use the one in the front again. Who knows? But whatever it is, begin to recognize change. Because when you recognize change, and I keep saying that in most of my videos, because a lot of people don't recognize change. And changes could be so simple. It could be right in front of you. Like change the bathroom. You think that's nothing. But why are they changing? There got to be a reason. We don't have these bathrooms for years. But yet I still stay the same. At the same job, at the same school, at the same business, at the same neighborhood. There's nothing that changed about me. So in order to stay with the universe and be in alignment with the universe and what it offers and what it does, guess what? You recognize change, you celebrate change, and you move on with change. And I want to say this because there's a lot that I recognize. In my last video, I recognize how I'm learning change, and throughout that change, I'm able to recognize certain things that happen around me that I wasn't able to recognize before. And because I'm allowing myself to not be stumbled by those who tell me I'm unable, because a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you can't do this. You need to be with this uniform of people. Maybe it's not that time. Maybe there's another uniform of people coming through. Or maybe eventually you'll get to that uniform, but first you need to be at a strength level. You don't want to go there not knowing. You want to know something before you even step through the door, even if it's 2 or 3 days before, even if you have to research on a uniform that you may want to sit with, you may want to learn from. That's all change. Change will get you further, and when you celebrate, the inside of you is celebrating too. The inside of you. Because how do the inside recognize? Just like you have birthdays, holidays, and you have Christmas days that you may celebrate, you may not. The same with making change. You may celebrate, you may not. It depends on how valuable it is to you at that time. And right now, we're going through changes. We're going through a lot of change. 2024, we're going to change. 2025 going to be more of a change because we're going to have different people in power around us. There are going to be different rules and regulations. So I am telling you and I am inviting you to go and pay attention because it's going to be real. It's going to be changes that may affect your life, my life, your business, my business, your future goals, my future goals. And if I'm telling you this, it's because I have a true feeling that there's going to be a lot of changes, but we have to be all in alignment of knowing what the change may come. And what change may come, we may not know, but if I'm prepared and I'm looking and I'm not acting like I'm naive about possible change and not knowing that I am capable of still growing in that change. Now, this is 2024, but it is so powerful because even if you make a little change, a dent, and the dent is the knowledge. The rest to change your body, your mind, and your action will soon develop as long as you want to make that change, know that change, and what that change needs to be so that you're not affected by the change that are going to go on in our future. Yes, we do go through daily activities. Yes, we do go through things that set us back, but it doesn't mean I cannot still pay attention to what is going to happen in the future because I can fix what's going on as long as I continue to pay attention. But in the future, I don't want to be worried about, I fixed that and then I got to go fix this. So let me pay attention because sometimes you will move forward and then you go backwards because you don't know what's in the future may help you to even better equip yourself with what you have to deal with in the past. So stay focused, stay as real as to being as legit as you can be, as loyal as you can be. There's a new term, loyalty. I'm getting myself back to understanding, always knowing what it is, but sometimes you see certain things and you wonder why certain things happen. And if you don't bow down to this loyalty, you're not going to make it unless you're doing your own thing, and the fight is the fight that is greater, that God is going to give you the will and the power to let them know that is the loyalty to you that they will have to give before you give them loyalty. But don't let you go without or be without because other people want to prove that you have to be loyal to them. Do you understand? That is the biggest thing that we found nowadays, that a lot of people are doing things they ain't supposed to be doing. And you'll find yourself not having, but the people who's being loyal to the people who ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they'll make it seem like you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So it's a hard fight. And why put on a fight or try to fight a fight that only God can help you fight in the end? But you got to be patient. You got to be at will. You got to step back. You may have to leave. You may have to do what you have to do. You may have to do without. But trust and believe, if you stay focused, God will open up them doors again and sometimes break down the very doors of the people who never gave you the opportunity to learn what liability is. And the liability is in you when it comes to being loyal, because I was loyal to you by doing what was needed to be done, but I had to move away because I saw the change was not for me, but it was the new people coming in. So it was for me to continue to move on to the liability of knowing that I need to be loyal to myself more to be loyal to a uniform, a business, a job, a school, or so on. Because sometimes when change happens, the change also moves you on. But do you recognize it? Do you know that it's time for me to move on? Because if I don't move on, whatever capabilities I had in the past and I had at this job, at this school, or whatever allowed me to stay there, and the loyalty of people that was there, and we followed the rules and did the regulations, but now there's some new people who needs to be taught how to follow it. If it does affect you, it's because the inner you is saying it's time for us to move on to something greater, to something better, and let them deal with this change, because right now we got a new change, and with that change, I want you to go out and BS discover what that change is. 2025, do not be lost, do not be shaken, do not be confused, but no, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Even when you move on, even if you leave a job and you don't want to leave, but you celebrate because you're making change. That keeps you. You don't have to be depressed. Why are you depressed over knowing that you feel that you have to do something that's for you? Celebrate. I'm doing this. I don't know how the outcome going to be, but I'm going to agree with this lady and BS and discover. Until next time, have a great time and go out there and celebrate. They're celebrating the holidays, but celebrate your days of change. Until next time, guess what?